This is amazing.
Smuggers. They suck up cloud matter and extract the splendium from the atmosphere.
Can we see one closer up?
Yes, but be careful, son. And be quick. They probably have some kind of defense mechanism.
Awesome. This thing is badass.
I'll be waiting for you on the ground with my new friends, the angry insect swarm. I'm a fair piece ahead of you. Careful with those insects. Their poison is just as dangerous as your own weapons. Come on through the narrow wormhole. There's the trail of the label. You see?
Yeah, I see it.
Getting close. I can feel it. Dad! Dad! I've got to make an emergency landing in the next clearing. My valve system is smashed to pieces. Come on. This is too big for one of us to take on alone, and it doesn't seem happy to have been disturbed. You hear me, son? Get out of there.
He's wounded. I can get him. I'll smash you good. Got him, Dad. I got him. I killed a label.
Congratulations, my boy.
Charge 6 out. I've reached the inner ring.
Get out of there immediately! Charge 6 went off early. The north wing is destroyed.
There's nothing to be done about it, Dryad. It's no good. Seems I'm stuck.
Duroc, there must be some sort of outlet on the ceiling somewhere.
It's no use. I checked the book. Today's my day. This was it. I'm going to detonate the charges.
No! Damn it, Duroc!
A gem among the stones. This is how she thought of herself and how she lived her life. We envied her for it and we hated her for it. But she fought for our cause, so we put up with her constant personal insults, her relentless pride, and her pretension. Duroc, the last Anki aristocrat, died that day at the Cardinal Canyon, her body encased in molten metal. But at that moment, we finally recognized the worth she always claimed to possess. Was she a hero? The old world died along with her. That was the world that still had heroes to give. We're a defeated band of war survivors. We would be afforded no heroes, alive or dead. The winners write the history books, and that is not our privilege. We will eternally be sinners and criminals. This is not what Duroc deserved. She hoped to leave a loftier legacy. At the very least, she left an indelible mark on me. It was she who made me realize that we can gain no satisfaction from being the hunters, and certainly not from being the hunted. If we cannot become heroes, we must become demons. Demons of a timeless world, nightmares of the Lael Empire.
The plan was a mad and desperately complex one. Return to the day of the bombing, reach the city as it falls under siege, take over the Inky aerial defense tower, then strike the bombing squad so severely that they had no hope of dropping their deadly cargo. This would be a mighty feat for a well-organized army, let alone a small group of 3. There's the graybeard seeking revenge, the wavering lady who'd rather stab a knife in his back, and an ABOT. I would seriously question the sanity of the man who conceived such an operation, if that man were not myself. The ABOT was the key. Only a Garai is capable of aiming with such accuracy, and only a programmed bucket of bolts and a blackmailed skirt could be convinced to venture into that hell in the first place. I've sent them there to change the history of our entire world, all in the hope of saving one single man.
I'm 600 units behind you, keeping the gap constant until target is reached. Coordinates synchronized. Copy that, Garai.
God damn it! God damn it!
Saved message addressed to Akita Driad. Distance to target is 350, and the diversion operation has so far been successful. At the top of the hill will trigger a full-scale Imperial military alert. I can only pray you'll succeed as well. Saved message. Pause.
One man's virtue is another man's sin. Inkies are monogamous, which is widely known as a primary cause of jealousy and sexual frustration. In the Empire, citizens of over 60 circles end their lives through ritual suicide. They do this with dignity in order to make space for the new generations, bursting with strength. This is an act for which they are greatly admired. Other nations live together with their foul-smelling elderly, who waddle about in need of constant care, who cling to their families like leeches until their natural end. The Empire seeks to free these people from themselves, abolish their pagan customs, and bring freedom of spirit and the power of democracy to these savage lands. But just as I say, feast for one means famine for another. People of the Empire uphold their freedom through a complex rule system. They embrace freedom as a concept and in name. But true individual freedom would be considered a slap in the face of community. If I can keep 2 irons in 1 fire, I may be able to succeed. While Miriam and the Garai are trying to save my son in the past, I've been preparing for my revenge in the future. The last living member of the Cobalt King crew, Zach Gully, the co-pilot. You were so keen to carry out your orders that you saw fit to put a bullet in my son's head. Today, you'll get what you deserve.